that was a delivery for the new Smith Coaching bottles, which look amazing. Super stoked on how they came out, specifically on this one, because the new Smith Coaching bib and jerseys are exactly the same color. So something super simple, and it looks really good. These bottles will be available on teamsmithcoaching.com. Right before we start the video, I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting the channel. The past 2 weeks have been crazy in terms of views. I'm super stoked of the result. I'm really happy with the outcome, and your comments and feedback have really paid off. So I wanted to thank you guys once again very much. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that right now. It really does help. And if you have any other requests in the future, put that down in the comments and I will read them and answer them all personally.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
So let's start this week's video. So one of my friends this morning asked me if I was still training for Ironman. Yes, I am. And just to be clear here, I'm training for a half Ironman. I would not want to discredit anybody that has been training or have done Ironmans. I just think that this is my first step into the Ironman world. And then he asked me how it was going. To be honest, across the past weeks, I just feel like I burnt a lot of candles, and at the moment, I'm only focusing on my half marathon training, which will be in 6 weeks. And running's going great, so the progression on that part of the training is amazing. After that half marathon, I'm gonna need to reassess and put myself together and get shit done. And then he asked me if I had any injuries. Nope. The most common thing you hear about Ironman training or any endurance sports training are injuries. I've had some injuries before coming into Ironman training, and at the moment I have none. I have little nagging little things that I'm working on, but no injuries and pain-free, so that is spot on, my friends. So I've talked with some friends that have done Ironmans before, and the best advice that I took from them was that my Ironman training should be fun and that I shouldn't put that much pressure on myself. And I totally agree. They are 100% right. Putting too much pressure on anything that you're doing is a big mistake. That being said, that doesn't mean that I am not putting any effort into other training than running. Everything else, I just kind of go with the flow and enjoy myself a lot more with it. And the number of hours haven't really changed in training. I just lay it out during the week a little different. So I feel that putting a lot more intent and effort into running will pay off in the long run.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
Weather in Canada is bullshit this year. Totally bullshit. So I'm heading out for my second run of the week, but first, coffee. To be honest, I just can't train if I didn't have coffee. So it is quite an addiction, but it also has benefits for any types of training. I just think well, that was a nasty run. Some days it's just like you want to take your shirt off while running, and on this one I felt so cold. So one of the things we changed about my training since my last video, I'll link that up right here, is that we change a bit the frequency of my runs. So I'll run 1 day out of 2. So I'll run 1 day, rest from running the other day, and so on and so forth. So on a 7-day basis, I'll be doing 4 runs. So every week for the past 3 weeks-ish, I haven't been running the same days. So it just changed the routine a little bit, and it's super motivating because I'll alternate between intervals, very long distance, and longer intervals, moderate distance, and I'll just go through that wheel until that 7-day layer is done. I haven't ran this much in my whole life, And I give so much respect to the people that are really good runners. I mean, these, like the good runners out there, they earn 100% of what they do. I mean, it's crazy. They are beasts. And I'm super impressed on how many runners out there. Now that I've been running so much, I like give so much respect to the good runners out there, because now I know how hard it is to become better at running. And I mean, it's just frequency, hard work, and like getting that sweet spot into the training. So this new system is really working out, enjoying training a lot more. So I'll just head back home and see you guys a little later. So I've been rowing a lot more lately as my cross training, and even though that it isn't a triathlon specific movement, it's a great conditioning tool just to develop endurance, power, and aerobic capacity, and I absolutely love it. And when I do it, I don't think that I'm training as much, and I give a lot more effort in doing things that you love and doing things that you enjoy for training. And sometimes just getting off your mind of the end goal and just enjoying the process, like doing a rowing workout like I just did today, which was really hard, but still felt really good. Still feeling pretty good right now, and really enjoying it. So you got to go with what feels the best. All right, guys, so I'm gonna cut this one short because we are starting to build our garage a little bit earlier than expected. I'm digging up everything so we can start for the foundations of the garage, and we will be putting up the garage right up here beside the other garage, so pretty much in this square like that. This will be my future office and massive gym. Don't know how I'm gonna be calling that gym, so I'm open to suggestions. If you have any ideas on how I should call the gym, please let me know down in the comments below. So I won't give you too many info on the garage because I want to put a dedicated episode for that. Thank you so much for following the channel. I am very thankful. Once again, you guys are the best. Cheers and have a good one.
And we getting lit, kerosene, party all night, we got all the juice. I took a couple shots, now my screws loose. And it's a 90s party, we gon' raise the roof. To all the bad